I'm gonna do that right now. But someone, if you could go on the channel and see if we sound good. I'm gonna let you know right now, people who's watching our posts, after it's been archived. We're gonna have time gates in the description, comment section, and I'm gonna be sure to make sure I type in or write in time gates on each topic so you can bounce around, click around, do whatever you want. So look in the comment section in the description. I should always start off with that because come in for the first 5 seconds and be like, yeah, I'm out. But anyway, go check in the comment section in the description to jump around the topic and stuff like that. But this is, oh no, echo talk. Hold on. What is that? What is that? Fresh?
I'm right here.
Who that?
I don't know. It's coming from his mic though.
Fresh, you
Whenever
got
you talk, his thing moves.
Okay, well, yeah, Fresh, fix that right now because remember we be in that podcast life on iTunes, Stitcher,
There you go.
and also we're on SoundCloud in the description. Also, if you want to listen to this, that's where you go in the description. Follow us there. It's free. Just download us and listen to us on your daily commute. All that good stuff. But I don't hear no more echoes. Anybody check the stream? Everybody sound good?
Yeah.
All right, well, yo, what's up, y'all?
You
It's your boy. Thanks a lot, Fresh. You over here just
I'm over here trying to tell you. You sound like
what I sound like.
you sound all right.
All right there. Anyway, what's up, y'all? This your boy Raw coming at you raw. I hope your day is all well and bless you for stopping by. God bless you for stopping by. Please rate the video. Hashtag like, hashtag dislike. Put some feedback in the comment section below and subscribe here for more gaming news from console to PC and maybe even tablets and phones. I got my dudes with me. This is Gaming Talk 31S. We do this thing every Thursday, it seems. I say every week, but every Thursday. And we put up the podcast on all iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud. If not Thursday, it'll be Friday in that day. So, yes, support us there. Write good reviews. High five. Just, just imagine me just stretching out of the whatever screen you're watching us on or listening to us on. High five for you. But anyway, like I said, I have my guys with me. Fellers, starting with Fresh, PrinceThaGamer. Say hey to the people.
What is going on, everybody? PrinceThaGamer back with another gaming talk for you guys.
Welcome to
Thank
the
you
stream.
guys for tuning
Welcome
in.
to the...
Welcome to the stream. Like my man Raw said, God bless everybody in the comment section. Look, we take dislikes and likes. We take both. That's showing love both ways. It don't matter. Yeah, so subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my boys right here, and let's talk gaming. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Let me say this.
Whoa.
That's Fresh. In the description, you can find him there. Support him. Hashtag like all his content. And, yeah, in the comment section, say what's up to your boy Fresh. We're streaming right now, so we stream on a Thursday. So, yeah, and on Thursdays, go come and see us and say hey in the chat box. We have it visible here. Anyway, Mastalin is up next. Say hey to the people.
What's going on, people? It's your boy, the real Mastalin. We're coming at you with another gaming talk.
Yeah.
And just like Fresh was doing on Injustice, I want y'all to button smash that like button. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us.
I'm sorry.
I hear every click. Every single click. Every single click.
I'm done.
Here, click.
I'm sorry. I need gloves on.
No. I don't think that can help.
I don't think it's so bad. But we appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Let's get into this gaming talk.
That is correct. All right, this is the layout. Thank you, Mass. In the description, you can follow him and all that good stuff. Hashtag like all his content. Thank you, Mass, for showing up today.
Yes.
Well, this is the layout for today. We're going to first talk about gaming news. We're going to just run through some gaming news. And I have a few topics, maybe just two. Let's just do two. So gaming news and these two topics I want to talk about. This topic is Crackdown 3 and State of Decay 2 and Cuphead isn't coming out this year for Xbox ? This is a question mark, Mastalin. This is a question mark. Because you'll be surprised on how I actually respond, or you'll be surprised. But that is two, and Cuphead isn't coming out for Xbox this year? Question mark. And it is big old question mark, because at the end of the day, I got something to say about that. The next topic would be it. This was actually a topic I wanted to talk about, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But the next one is the last one, and it was gonna say true PS4 Pro support will come after Project Scorpio reveal this E3 2017 question mark. Another question mark there. So we're gonna go through the gaming news first. Mass is gonna take over. Mass, I'm gonna put the 15 minutes on the clock, and you got a lot of news. I'm guessing. But here we go. 1, 2, 3. Start it.
All right. Tom Brady is on the cover of Madden 18. If you play Madden 18, Tom Brady's on the cover. If you don't, no one cares.
Oh.
Just keeping it real. This week, Prey, The Surge, and Farpoint have come out, so go buy whichever one of those you like. Prey is sci-fi shooter. They fixed all the problems that we were talking about they had last week. So,
Yes.
well, at least PC-wise, and a lot of the texture variants that they had on consoles too. So they fixed those problems. So go buy that. The Surge is also out, which is sci-fi Dark Souls. It's from the makers of Lords of the Fallen, so it's still in that same vein, except for all the problems that they had with Lords of the Fallen. They fixed with the Surge. Plays great on all the platforms it's on. And go cop that. And Farpoint is VR. If you have PlayStation VR, it's a game you may or may not be interested in. I haven't played very much of it, but
You got the aim controller?
yeah.
Did you play it?
Yeah. I played about 45 minutes of it.
What'd you say?
It's okay. Like,
Okay.
it provides its own niche because of the new controller peripheral, but the problem is that you have to pay extra for that new thing that only works more or less with this one game at this point in time. So
Well, they have
I don't
some
think
other
it's gonna-
games. The
I don't
Brookhaven
think it's gonna catch
Experience and Dick Wild. Those games
yeah, right.
work with it too. But,
No one heard either of those games. But
Hold on,
anyway,
yeah,
that's how,
know about them.
I only know about them because they told me. I didn't know them
right.
prior.
It's good. Brookhaven
Go ahead,
Experience
Mass.
is
Go
good.
ahead, Mass.
All right. Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Ages got some new trailers. It is a remake of Final Fantasy 12. Apparently, according to Square Enix, they are going to remake a lot of Final Fantasy, so look out for those coming in the near future. I personally believe they should probably finish Final Fantasy 7 remake and, put out Kingdom Hearts before I die. Supposed to have been coming out since the PS2 was a thing,
Well, it was that.
but well, yeah, it's very sad.
Said
Not little
PS3.
bit. It's no PS2. Kingdom Hearts 2
3?
was on PS2. Kingdom Hearts 2 was PS2.
Oh yeah, you right?
Right, the last pure number of Kingdom Hearts was on PS2. Then they put out 50 Kingdom Hearts 2.8, 2.12498 to Pi, like
Sorry to bust your
they put
bubble,
out a
that
whole
game
bunch
ain't
of them.
coming out.
We'll see. They said it's coming out sometime this fiscal year, so they got till March of next year to put it out. We'll see how that works out.
No, that's
Yes.
a little sad that you doing that.
It's very sad. It's very sad. It's not a little bit sad. It's very, very, very sad. But we'll see. They said they're putting out more stuff. Crap Gamer is a fraud. Cool.
Dean.
That's what Franklin Clinton said in the description, that Crap Gamer is a fraud. Cool.
Yeah.
They should crack.
I don't know. That's what he said. That's what the man said. I just read it. Anyway.
Oh, the crack game.
Crap
Anyway.
Gamer. That's what he said. Crap Gamer is a fraud.
Anyway.
So the
Oh,
also,
Franklin
Ubisoft-
Clinton. Oh, what's up,
yeah,
Franklin?
and right, he said. Didn't I just say he said that in the comment section, and I just read it?
No, I
just
seriously
said that.
thought you was reading some news. I'm like, why would they?
No.
Okay, what's up, Franklin? Sorry, Mass. Go continue.
Right. Okay. Ubisoft president Yves Guillemot, he announced, and they finally actually announced on Twitter that Assassin's Creed
No good,
Origins
Franklin.
is a real thing, and they put out a new symbol for it, and it said a new era begins.
I
Apparently,
don't like
all
that.
the leaks that they've had from Assassin's Creed so far have all been planned by Ubisoft to give it a viral marketing push before E3, which I did a video on this the other day. Um, Also, they announced Far Cry 5 officially, The Crew 2, which I didn't really think would make it out because it's The Crew. And they announced South Park: The Fractured But Whole has an official release date of October 17th. So, if you're excited for that game, it has an official
Wait.
release date.
What has a release date?
South Park: The Fractured But Whole.
Yeah, I'm done.
October 17th is the official release date of that game.
Maybe.
We'll see. Sega has announced 2 Sonic games, and they're entitled Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces. Sonic Forces is more or less what?
Wait, it was Sonic what?
Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania is more old school vein. Sonic Forces, you create your own character, and it's kind of an RPG Sonic game. Yeah, it looks pretty dope. We'll see how good or bad it is. Like, Sega apparently is trying to bring back a bunch of their old franchises like Power Stone and a lot of their old IPs. So we'll see how well this works out, because they're trying to make like a little mini comeback. We'll see how this push works out for them going forward.
My thing is, why can't they ever make a good Sonic game? Ever?
What you mean ever?
I think the problem with the latest Sonic games is they try to go too far in the wrong direction for a lot of them. Like, they go so far past the point of it being a good platformer or a good runner, and the main problem, I think, was that we have endless runners on our phones and tablets and stuff, and more or less Sonic was always a side-scrolling endless runner. It's just you can run back or forth, but the whole point is to just run through the level and slowly platform. I think the way they did the games in like the middle section, it was a problem. Like, they tried to go too far one direction or the other, and it always messed it up because it didn't do either well, and they didn't know how to fix it.
Well,
we'll see what these two look like. Sonic Forces looks dope. I hope it is what I think it is, but I don't know. Sega can mess this up like they do most things.
Dean.
What up, K-Dub?
What up, K-Dub?
We'll see. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which is the survival shooter that is very popular on PC right now, got 2 new maps. So if you're into PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, get on those new maps. The gameplay hasn't changed, which is still solid. It performs well. It performs like all these survival shooters should, except for with a more realistic and grittier tone and better looking and better performing. So if you're into PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, you got that. Nintendo did a ARMS Direct yesterday, and they showed a bunch of new gameplay. They pretty much showed every single character and their abilities, what they can and can't do, their arms, quote unquote, and the different variety of the gameplay. From what I'm hearing, it plays well, and it's motion controls that actually work. If you have a Switch, look forward to this. They announced a beta that's coming at the end of this month. It starts Friday, May 26th and goes through Sunday the 28th, and one that starts June 2nd and goes through the 4th. The dates for Europe are 1 day behind, so it's the 27th and the 28th, and the 3rd and the 4th. But if you're interested in it and you have a Switch, You can try the beta, see if this is something you want to pick up, see how well the controls work, and you can go. I appreciate that. And you can go and check it out for yourself to see how interested you are in this game. They also announced during that they showed a Splatoon trailer that says that Splatoon 2 will have a story mode. The first one didn't have story; it was straight up multiplayer, and Splatoon 2 will actually have a story mode.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's good news.
Yeah. Shadow of War, which I'm personally looking forward to, and I do a lot of coverage on my channel about. And
I see it right now.
And Twitter, they have a new open world trailer where they show off dominations and subtle new powers, which I'll be doing a trailer breakdown to tomorrow. So look out for that on my channel.
I'm playing through that right now.
In the
first
description.
Yeah. It is a fantastic game. I just finished my 4th playthrough of the story mode, and I'm about to start on the DLC on my stream, beam.pro/Mastalin. Not a subtle plug, it is a direct plug.
Dean.
I don't do subtle. It's direct. Also, I don't know if this Hope, maybe? I don't know what this is called. I haven't heard anything from the people I've talked to in the industry that I know, but Scalebound is alive.
Whoa.
In what form that it's alive, I don't know specifically. But Microsoft renewed the IP and the trademark name. They extended it. So if they were going to let the game die, I don't think they would have done that. But I don't know what form.
Hey, so hold on. Who owns the IP? Let's squash it
Microsoft.
now. Okay,
Microsoft
that's what
does.
I said. But everybody and their grandma said that Platinum owned it.
No, Platinum does not own the IPs. Microsoft owns the IP.
Okay. Then.
And all the assets. They own everything about Scalebound.
That should settle.
They were just sourcing it out to Platinum to develop it.
All right.
But the rumors that I'm hearing from certain people is that Microsoft is talking to IO Interactive, who made Hitman, and they're thinking about buying the studio, which will cost them about $50 million. To us, that sounds like a lot of money. To Microsoft, that's like a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
But they'll also get the entire studio and the Hitman IP because IO Interactive owns the Hitman IP, not Square Enix. So I think they're thinking about buying them and using that team to develop parts of Scalebound. That's what I'm hearing. But again, like it's so many different directions that I'm hearing from different people I know, and
that sounds like a pipe
none of
dream.
it's really clear. None of it's really clear. But the only thing that is 1,000% clear is that Microsoft did extend the trademark for Scalebound.
I don't know, man. That sounds like a pipe dream, man.
Let me say this right now. I want to say this right now.
If they were going to let it die, they wouldn't have extended the trademark.
Let me say this right now. At E3 this year, that's where we'll find out. Maybe some. We might see a slimmer of what Mastalin is talking about. If this rumor is true.
Yeah, but I kind of agree with him because remember when we was talking about this and I was saying like I don't think it's dead. Like it might come out as another name.
Yeah, I actually said that too.
Like that?
I said if it comes, I actually said it's Microsoft. It's a Microsoft IP, and it's gonna come back in another form. But at the end of the day, if this rumor Mastalin is spitting on us is true, y'all write in this comment section how you think a new Scalebound would be. Would it be the same that we saw it as, or will it be totally different? I would love to hear your thoughts. Mas, continue. You have less than, I think you could, how much? Continue. You got less than 1 minute. 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm on the last 2 stories. The last one is Black Desert Online is coming to Steam. If you play Black Desert Online, it'll now be available on Steam. If you don't, it'll be available on Steam. And for those of you who lived under a rock, Destiny 2 did a reveal stream today.
Yes.
We did a live react for it. It's over on my channel.
Yep.
I'm doing a trailer breakdown, or not just trailer breakdown, but everything we saw in the video. Yeah. And there was a lot. There was a lot. But we discussed it in detail. We reacted to the whole video live. Like I said, that's over on my channel, and it was a lot. So if you
It
play
was a lot.
Destiny, if you play Destiny, you're either enticed you to want to play Destiny more, or it turns you off one way or the other. I don't see how I did the latter, but like I said, if you're new to Destiny, did it entice you to want to play it? Like that's a good question. But let
Yeah.
us know in the comment section if you want to play Destiny now. But we'll see.
Hey, let me say this. Let me
Uh,
say this about Destiny 2, and I'll let you finish. I looked at it again, Fresh. I looked at it again, and look, man, it's more Destiny. I played the thing for 3 years. Okay,
you funny.
I played this thing for 3 years. Am I gonna get it? Probably yes. If not a straight up yes. So that's the timer. Maz, go with your last story.
That was it. That was the
Oh,
last one I had.
well, I guess we could just end it off by asking everybody, or at least the people watching, write in the comment section on any news stories Maz just dropped on us. We would love to hear your thoughts on each of the topics. But we're gonna move on to our first of the two topics I have ready for us, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the time gate, which is at 21 seconds.
Side note:
Go ahead.
Netflix is making a Witcher series.
Yeah,
I don't know, if,
Yes.
that's in your thing, but
it might be CG,
it's not based
right?
off the game.
It's
not
based off the books,
Yeah, it's based off the books.
right?
So
Hey, it might
I
be
don't-
CG. You heard that? You heard that it might be CG?
I don't think it's gonna be CG. I don't think it's gonna be CG. I think they're gonna go live action, because I think they're gonna try to grab that Game of Thrones crowd while Thrones is on the last.
Uh-oh, Mastalin
Try to
breaking up.
grab it.
Oh, you
I
good?
said,
You good.
I think they'll try to grab that Game of Thrones crowd while Game of Thrones is on his last season. So since everybody knows Game of Thrones is ending, if they can grab that same crowd, they won't be able to do it with something that's CG. They'll have to be live action.
Hold on, what K-Dub talk about, Mas?
What up, K-Dub?
He talking about he got tired of playing the Westbrook. Oh, he talking about NBA.
No, he's not.
No?
He's not really talking about the NBA. No, he's talking about an entirely different subject. He's just using Westbrook and Katie as an analogy.
Oh, man.
I got you, K-Dub. I got you.
A little bit sad. All right, look. Anyway, we're about to go into our next topic. Thank you, Mas, for sharing that news.
Yep.
All right, yo, this is Gaming Talk 31S, where we just talk, you know what I'm saying? We're going to hit the 2310. And remember, if you watching this and you skip to this, in the comment section in the description, we're going to have time gates for you to skip around in once this video has been archived. But anyway, the next topic is this. Oh, wait. Yes, is this. Crackdown 3, State of Decay 2, and Cuphead isn't coming out this year for Xbox One, ? And this is what I'm going to say right now. Those games are definitely coming out this year for Xbox One. I hear
Correct.
all the time people say, I don't know what happened to Crackdown. What's going on with it? And they say stuff like, we only saw State of Decay once. So I don't know what's going on with that. And also about Cuphead.
no.
We ain't going
We
to never
saw
play that
Crackdown.
game.
The
Listen
only
though.
game that may not come out this year, from what I'm hearing, is Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves? That's not even in the
Yeah.
list. But
All
look,
the rest of the games you just named are all coming out this year.
in my head, I
then
don't
that-
see
all the
why
people
not
on-
these
on
games
here.
won't come out this year. Because, like I said, I'm hearing these from everybody else saying, oh, this game, trouble, this is not coming out. And I'm like, what's wrong with you guys? The Xbox need this. They're going to release it. They're not going to release Scorpio with nothing. Hey, play your third-party games at 4K 30 FPS. Have fun. Like, no. Like, they're going to release these Microsoft exclusives. But I say this right now. I would say Crackdown comes out before State of Decay.
What?
If not day and date with Scorpio. I know what you said, Mass. They're gonna have State of Decay come out first and then Crackdown with Scorpio. But like the reason why I say they'll do the Crackdown with before X Project Scorpio is because they showed Crackdown so long ago. Remember, like the E3 2 years. How many years ago they showed Crackdown fresh?
Well, like 20. It was 2014.
And if you guys can check the stream, my thing is telling me the status is okay. Boys in the comment section, let me know. Oh, hashtag like, hashtag dislike, rate the video. Thank you. But anyway, I was saying
when they showed the destruction and everything like that.
Check the description and all that. But look, when they showed Crackdown 3, they didn't mention Scorpio, right? And that reminds me actually of Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn didn't talk about Pro until the second showing of it, right? But then it came out after Pro. But anyway, I just thought about that. But anyway, like I said, go ahead, go. You hold on. No, let me finish my train of thought. Let me just finish my train of thought. I was just saying that Crackdown 3 was shown before State of Decay, and to release that before Scorpio would make sense to me because this thing has been shown so long ago, you know what I mean? And it was talked about using the power of the cloud, not using the power of Scorpio, but using the power of the cloud. And State of Decay will come out day and date, if not after a little bit, or maybe a day before. Now, I would say day and date because I really don't want to lose no bet with Mastalin. Look, Cuphead though, that's a tricky thing, but I would place that in the summer. You know what I mean? But Fresh, were you about to say something?
No, I was saying about Crackdown. Yeah, they showed that like 2013 when they were showing about the environments and the 100% stuff.
Yeah, 2013.
And, that was the last time we really saw it. I mean, look, I don't know when this game releasing. I don't think it's coming out this year.
You know, all right.
No.
I say it's coming out
one
this
at
year.
a time. Look, you got to do it one at a time. It's either going to be State of Decay or Crackdown 3 that's got to come out this year. Because, Forza's already big by itself. I don't think they should do that. I think they should play it safe too. They should play it safe with just 2 exclusives at the end of the year. I'm just saying. They can have something in 2018.
They put out 5 at the end of last year. Why would they all of a sudden scale that back to 2?
No. They put out 5 in 2015.
No, they put out 5 in 2016.
Wait, you talking about that lineup when with Rise of the Tomb Raider? I'm
talking about Gears of War, Forza Horizon 3, Dead Rising 4, Recore.
Yeah, but they ain't exclusive.
No, we talking about Microsoft exclusives. We're not talking about you talking
about period?
Yeah, we just talking about Microsoft exclusives. They did put out those games last year, and
so you think they're gonna come out with 2 open world games in less than 6 months?
Yep.
This year, you serious?
Yep.
So you think State of Decay 2 and Crackdown 3 is coming out this year? Both.
Yeah, I say Crackdown definitely because come on now, how you gonna show that game a 3rd time at or 5th time at E3 and say, "Forgive us, guys, it's coming out 2018"? Come on now.
They didn't show it a 5th time. They only showed it at one E3.
No, they showed it at Scorpio E3 too.
No.
Hey, Mastalin, what else?
They've only showed Crackdown.
Hold on, you know what? They didn't show it at E3. They showed it at another.
Little,
they showed something else somewhere else.
No, they showed Crackdown at one E3, and then they showed the little destruction thing at Gamescom.
That's what I mean.
It's only been at 2 conferences. Look,
I'm exaggeraring, okay? But like I said,
yeah, you're right.
They're going to show it at this E3 again and say, it's coming out 2018, guys. Sorry. No way, man.
They're going to show it, and it'll be release day and date with Scorpio. No. And it'll be the second flagship thing because they're going to show Forza. Forza is going to be 4K 60, and they're going to show that as this is what the power of the Scorpio is. They're going to do that because it's Forza. But
I think they will do that with Forza, yes.
Everybody's going to be like, oh, it's Forza, so of course they can do it. Then they're going to have to show another game to show that it's not just Forza. That game is going to be Crackdown. They're going to say, remember all this destruction you can do? You can do this with the power of the Scorpio. The power of the cloud will enhance it, but you can do this with the power of the Scorpio natively, and you can have all this destruction.
Natively,
you can't offer this anywhere.
Natively destructible buildings going inside and out of the buildings, that is a hard pill to swallow.
Not really.
Yes,
It's a hard
really.
pill to swallow on Xbox One.
No, 4K
Originally.
Okay.
destructibility natively. Come on now.
Some PCs not even doing that. Come on, man.
Here's the thing. With you two, I'm definitely not gonna have a conversation about how architecture works. That's not.
No, that's not even about
'Cause
art,
neither
bro.
one of
It's
y'all,
not, bro.
right? Like I said, I'm not gonna have a conversation about PC architecture and how things
Listen,
work. I'm not.
Listen.
I'm not.
Raw.
But
Raw.
like I said, the destructibility, all that stuff, that already happens right now. If I
No,
go
man,
buy
you gotta talk about
if
that.
I go
Look.
buy Red Faction Guerrilla, it is an open world game. If I go buy Red Faction Guerrilla right now on PC,
Yeah.
I have that level of destruction.
But not on Xbox
I can do
360.
that from a game that was 8 years ago.
But 360
Yeah,
though.
but that's on Xbox One.
That
No,
game-
that's
what-
on
what
that's on
resolution that
PC
game
on a
running at?
low-level PC.
What game, what frame rate, and what resolution that game running at? Look, I'm not saying you can't do it on
I can
Xbox
put-
One
what you talking-
Scorpio. I'm saying the
4K
performance gonna get hit.
I can run it right now. No, 4K, way above 60 FPS.
I'm talking about
easily.
360, Xbox 360, when the game came out on, where the game came out on.
Right.
You can run it on that at 4K 60.
Hold on, wait. What game? Hold on.
No,
What game he said?
That's
You
what
said
I'm
Red
saying.
Faction?
Running at 4K.
Hold
but
up.
again,
You said
you're missing the
He
point
said
of what
Red
I'm
Faction,
saying.
right?
I'm
He said Red
saying
Faction.
that on a mid-level computer right
Yeah.
now, if you go get a Ryzen 5
Yeah.
1400 and a 570, you can run the Red Faction Guerrilla way above 60 FPS and
Hold
at
up.
4K. And with all the destruction that we were just talking about.
But this
Hold
the
on, but you
difference,
said
though.
you was
This the
playing on
difference.
360 though. I mean,
No,
the
no.
Xbox
Look,
One.
I know what he's talking
What's the
about. I know
difference?
what his point is. His point is the same destructibility is in Red Faction, and he can run it on a computer, a mid whatever computer. But this is the difference. Red
Okay, but
Faction
Crackdown 3
versus
is gonna be highly
Crackdown 3. Not even that. Listen, all those buildings, all those people. Red Faction
scale.
Guerrilla didn't have none of that. Like the Red Faction
Yes,
Guerrilla
it
had a
did.
lot
What are
of
you
empty
talking about?
zones.
Wait, hold up. You said
A
Red
lot of
Faction
small
wasn't open
zones.
world, bro.
You're
That's not an
crazy.
open world
You're
game.
crazy.
No,
Yes, it
Red
is.
Faction Guerrilla is open world. What are you talking about?
1000% open
So you
world,
said-
and there was much
so you-
more people. There was
And
vehicles just driving
barely
around the
saw-
same.
no, it wasn't big, dog.
This is
It
the
wasn't
thing,
big.
and this is the craziest part that you're not understanding.
Okay.
Everything they showed in the E3 destructibility trailer was for
Yes.
multiplayer. So it wasn't like it was a bunch of NPCs and all that stuff around. If you go back and look at all that destructibility, there was 8 people on screen. There was a bunch of buildings. You didn't see a bunch of people driving around. None of that was on the screen. So
But,
there was
okay,
more
how many
stuff
people in the
happening. There was
multiplayer?
more. 8. I just said that. There was 8 people on the screen.
So it
Okay.
wasn't society walking around.
He said just
No, I didn't see any of that in that. If there
Okay.
is in the final product, I don't know because I haven't seen the final product.
Right.
But I'm saying Red Faction had you, the player, and they had a whole bunch of NPCs driving around doing the same things. They had people shooting at you. They had tessellation effects. They had fire.
But Red
and
Faction
you can
Guerrilla,
destroy
what you
every
are
single
missing,
every
this is-
single
No.
thing
Red
on
Faction
PC
Guerrilla
right
was
now.
spaced out. Like buildings were spaced out. It wasn't clumped up like a city, like on Red Faction.
What are you talking about? Okay, you need to go back and play the game.
I did go back and play it. It's
When
not a
was the
straight
last
up
time
city.
you played it? I played it last month. Last 3 weeks ago. It was
Look,
my Throwback Thursday game.
I played the
There
mess out
are
of it.
plenty of areas where it is very dense environments where you are destroying entire towers and clusters of buildings and shacks, and the base areas
And
are
what
filled
I'm
with
saying is-
buildings and things to destroy.
No performance
all at the same
drops.
time.
No performance
No.
drops. Look.
Again,
I
I'm
saw
running
this.
it way
I
above
played
60.
the game. I saw the game.
Yeah, I
Look,
played it.
Crackdown
on the
City.
360, on the Xbox 360.
Well,
We're
hold on, what was the
talking
frame
about
rate like, though?
360.
No,
What
the
was the
frame
frame
rate on
rate?
360
PC.
was slow. Well, it was not good on the 360.
On the Xbox 360, again, stop talking about the Xbox 360. That has nothing to do with the comparison that I
Yeah,
am
but
making
you
of a
but you
low-level
see.
PC.
So you saying that Crackdown 3 is going to be low, so it can run that.
No, it'll run just fine, and it'll run at 4K with the hardware that the Xbox Scorpio is putting out.
But
Well,
you
look,
said
we
native.
Xbox
look,
One,
we're
right,
just gonna
native.
have to. I'm
Xbox
gonna just
One
look.
will be
Mastalin
the
is
one
saying
that's the problem. The Xbox One original will be the one that'll need the help from the
cloud.
cloud
Okay,
servers and all that stuff.
Look, Mastalin is
point-
putting
Go ahead.
all his faith into this Scorpio about like that
I'm
would be
not putting
amazing.
my faith in
That
anything.
would be amazing.
I am talking from a purely technical standpoint. Y'all are talking from something y'all are frankly ignorant of. Like, it's just the reality of the situation.
Bro, you know
talking
more
off
than
a
we
normal-
do as far as the
Right,
press.
that's all I'm
we only
talking
going
to. That's
off
how it works.
No, I'm saying like you know more than we do as far as the press. You know you an inside man. See, we only going off of what Digital Foundry showing us. I'm just saying that I don't think that
I'm not
that
going off of what they showing
Xbox
us.
Scorpio
What
can
did
do
Digital
that with
Foundry show?
Crackdown.
Oh, you talking about the
What did
specs?
Digital Foundry show?
I'm talking about I'm talking about as far as the specs. Like they only showed a car game. They ain't showed nothing else.
Yeah. Look.
Right, they
at the end of the
didn't
day,
show
I'm
the
going
car
off of
game.
that.
at the end of
They
the
didn't
day,
show the car game.
that was barely running.
and Mastalin, you also got to understand that everybody don't optimize correctly. Like everybody don't make games correctly. Like to assume that
I
they're
agree,
going to
but
make it
So you're
to
saying
where
that the first-party studio from Microsoft can't optimize for its own hardware?
That is true.
Look at
So
Dead
there's
Rising
first-party
3.
games?
Well, actually, that's not a first party. Let's take that back.
Go ahead. Name first-party games that run bad on their own hardware on either side of the spectrum.
Okay, well, Forza is the only game that run good on it. I'm just saying.
That is untrue.
I'm talking about
Halo
flawless.
5.
Halo 5 does
flawless.
run smooth
Gears,
on
flawless. They all run perfectly on their platform because
Hold
the
on, wait a
first-party
second, though.
developer
Wait a second,
has all
though.
the low-level APIs to make them run correctly. So again, I'm trying to figure out where.
Hold up, I think there is
name a
some.
first-party game that runs bad on either
I
platform.
think Halo 5. Okay, here you go. Halo Anniversary or Halo 5. Halo Master Chief Collection. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
they
the
had
game
some.
worked perfectly. The servers were the problem.
No, that's not true. Look at Digital Foundry's first videos of them analyzing Halo 1. I was surprised they couldn't even. Xbox One couldn't run Halo 1 smooth. Like that is a first
What are
party
you talking
developer.
about? All the story missions in Halo, the Master
No.
Chief Collection worked perfectly.
No, sir.
The servers were the problem.
Go look them up
How
again.
much Halo Master Chief Collection did you play?
I just saw what I
Glad
saw,
we had
dude.
this conversation.
I just saw what I
Glad we
saw.
had this conversation.
Look,
Like I said,
Digital Foundry proved me right. They mess up sometimes. They're not perfect.
Bro,
You say so.
bro, listen. Y'all can continue that. Listen. All I'm saying is Crackdown 3 come out this year. State of Decay not coming out this year. That's 2018 because two ambitious games like that. Come on now. I don't think they should be released side by side next to each other. I'm talking about a 6-month time span before the year is over. Like we're basically almost in June, and I'm counting from June all the way till then. I don't think two big games like that should be next to each other. I'm sorry.
All right, look,
Nah,
there's a difference on what you think should happen and what will happen because Microsoft will do it because at the end of the day,
Or
you
they're
know
gonna
what I
lose
mean?
money.
They're not gonna. Well, look, man, they got too much money. They don't care. Look, they're gonna put them games out to sell the Scorpio, if not just Xbox One S's. Like they gonna put those games out to sell the system because that's what they're gonna advertise it with. They're gonna advertise it with
play it
Xbox,
safe
not
with
PC.
Crackdown, and we happy few. That's all I'm saying. And then
We happy few?
whatever marketing rights you have with Forza, I mean not Forza, something else, and then you got Forza. See, we happy few, Crackdown, and Forza. I think it could do good this year. Like State of Decay shouldn't be coming out. It's either State of Decay or Crackdown. They can't come out at the same time.
Well,
They're
look,
not going to come out at the same time. They're going to be like 3
Different
months
dates.
apart.
right.
That's crazy, man.
That is
What's the
crazy.
difference
Wait.
between, let's say they put one out in November and then they put one out in February or March? What's the difference? It's still 3 months.
Listen, honestly, you shouldn't come out with no game until that Scorpio drop. I'm sorry.
No, man.
Until that Scorpio drop, then
Like I said,
I know
Crackdown 3
they
should come
tryna
out
look
before
out-
Scorpio, bro.
look, they trying to look out for the family. I know Xbox One is a family kind of thing, but look, they gotta just, man, forget the Xbox One. Just go to Scorpio and release games.
You know,
on that.
Fresh, that's a funny thing. Someone in the comment section when they were watching the Surge video on Digital Foundry, speaking to them, like, hey, shout out to them, right? We just said their name a bunch of times. Anyway, they were doing the Surge analyzing video and stuff, and someone in the comment section was like, you know, in the Surge, Digital Foundry confirms it's 900p on Xbox One. A lot of games are, but you know,
Yeah.
if you have anyway, some dude in the comment section was acting up. He was saying something like Xbox One was such a disappointment. Thank God they're coming out with Scorpio. And obviously he got some flack from all kind of sides. But at the end of the day, that's the timer. But I don't want to end it on that note. I don't want to end it on that
I just
note.
think they should leave it, bro. I'm sorry, man.
No, I don't think
I'm
they should
sorry.
leave it. I
Which is
think
hilarious.
I don't think they should leave
Because
it though.
that same Surge video is funny because the Xbox One is 900p, but it has more
It has reflections.
details in it.
It has reflections that's not even in the
artifacts,
PS4
and,
version.
right? Shadows that aren't in the PS4
But
version.
hold
So
up though,
like
that
I
might
said,
get added though. That might get added. They mentioned that might get added.
and are two completely different things.
You right.
The fact that the PS4 made sure be 1080p, but take away the details, like that is a bad thing.
You know what?
It has been like this whole generation.
You know
There's
what?
been plenty of times where textures have been missing on the PS4 version.
You're right.
But it's 1080p, and that's the thing that everybody keeps pushing.
I'll say this though. The 60 frames on Pro is what I hold over all else. Like, look, the Pro got a 60 frames per second mode, and that engine, those guys at what the freak Focus Entertainment? No, that's not them. I don't forget who did that game, who did the Surge, but yeah, they did the PS4 Pro version correctly. Like after watching their cover of, I guess, Prey, I thought there was no hope. I thought there was no hope. I was like, man, nobody care about the Pro. Ain't nobody gonna care about Scorpio either if they ain't gonna touch up stuff here. But then they come out with this, like, look, it's all about the developer. The developer, they can make things work, man. That's crazy.
Well, this is the difference between the PS4 Pro and the Xbox Scorpio is that the Pro you have to develop these modes for. The Scorpio just does it. The Scorpio does it hardware-wise.
Hold on. If the developer chooses to develop it for the what is called the Windows, what is it called, Mass?
Talking about Windows everywhere.
Universal Windows platform.
Exactly. If they do that, go that route, right? Then and they should go that route. Why wouldn't they? You know, it's easier for them.
Well, everybody's doing it at this time. Anybody who develops for Windows, is automatically developing under the Universal Windows platform.
How many people?
Hold up. That's every game.
Every game that is being developed for Windows is on the Universal Windows platform.
Hold on. Name some titles.
The Redstone 3 update.
Yeah. Name some titles. Name some titles.
Every single game that's coming out for Windows.
So hold up. Wait.
So the Surge was made in that sense. Was the Surge?
Yes, Surge is on the Universal Windows platform.
Okay. So every game that's basically on PC.
Yes, every game that's on PC on Windows is made using the Universal Windows platform.
See, that's going to be the most interesting thing, because this is my whole thing, Mass. You're gonna see some limitations on the console side, just like we were talking about Destiny earlier. That's actually being right. That's gonna be on a Windows platform, right? That's gonna be something like that, right?
Say again.
Destiny's gonna be on this Windows platform thing, right? Developed for that, right?
No, but Destiny is gonna use a lock frame system, so they're just gonna lock it down to whatever.
But that's the thing. If they don't unlock it for PC, shouldn't the Xbox version, since it's all being developed under Windows, have that same frame rate? You know what I mean? That same frame rate as the PC.
The difference is that on the consoles they're just going to set a lock point, so they'll set a stopping point on the consoles.
Oh.
On the PC, it'll be unlocked. On the consoles, they'll set a lock point. I put this out when I put out, or that they announced Destiny 2. Destiny 2 was always going to have compatibility straight across the board.
Yeah, you
Destiny
did say
1
that. I remember.
Right, Destiny 1 did. So there was no doubt in my mind, no matter how strong Scorpio was, they are not going to differentiate between the two, because they didn't with the original Destiny. They're not going to do it with this one. So I knew that coming from Jump Street.
Man, but you did tell me that they were going to do 60. They better do 60 because they said they used last gen as an excuse.
I agree. Like I said, it's very sad that they didn't do it, because it is 30 FPS, and they confirmed that. 30 FPS on console, unlocked on PC. And what'll happen is all the Destiny content creators will make anybody who make like Datto and people who make PvE content will play on PS4 because that's where they've been connected and that's where Destiny is connected to.
Yeah.
And then everybody who plays competitively will play it on PC
That's
because
correct.
of the better frame rates.
I
and
would
how-
say no. I would say no to only the fact. Okay, the content creators will play everywhere. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Like the creators will play everywhere. People like Triple Rec, we might see those high end PvP players. They'll definitely choose PC over console. But as far as every content creator, no way. Everybody gonna just main PC because of the fact that when a new gun comes out.
That's why I said the people who make PvE content, like the people who play raids and strikes and do like weapon reviews and stuff like that, they're gonna stay on PlayStation because that is where the stuff is gonna be at first because they have the marketing deal.
Right.
The people who strictly just play PvP, like just Triple Rec and Cooch, those type of people who just play PvP, they're gonna play on PC because it'll have the better frame rate.
You know what though?
And the streamers are gonna they're gonna go back and forth. They'll play primarily on PC for it looking better and them putting out the highest speed product they can to stream, and then they'll go back to PS4 when something new comes out because it'll be the new thing and they'll be able to put out that content on PS4.
I don't know.
But
I'll say this. There is one, I can't remember his name, one high-end on Planet Destiny. I'll listen to their podcast. He's up there with the PvP crowd on Crucible or whatever, and he says that he is intimidating. Mouse and keyboard is intimidating. A lot of these guys, these PvP guys, are console only because like they've been playing Halo, and Halo has always been 30 FPS, right? And then it moved to Halo 5 and finally went to 60. But anyway, there is some PvP guys that will stay on console. That's out of Xbox or PlayStation. But I wouldn't say every PvP guy will make the jump. But I agree with Mastalin that at the end of the day, there are going to be a lot of PvP content creators that choose PC for the frame rate. But I ain't gonna say everybody.
The reason I say that is because like the problem becomes when there's going to be 100 people making Destiny 2 content. Mm-hmm. Even if you're known in the Destiny community and you're making Destiny 2 content and you're streaming it or putting it up in this 1080p and it's 30 FPS, and then the guy who's making the same type of content you are is putting it up higher resolution at 60 FPS or streaming it at that better frame rate on a stream and on a live stream playback, it just looks better.
You're right.
And
I hear you on that.
When you get to the point where I'm looking at two videos of people doing the same type of thing, I enjoy them about the same personality-wise.
I hear you on that.
This guy's video just looks and plays better. I'm gonna watch his video.
Well, I'll say this.
Gonna watch his
That's
stream.
not everybody though. Some people don't care about frame rate. Some people just care about the personality behind the camera.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said if it's about if I like their personality about the same, like he does some funny things I like, he does some funny things I like. They're making the same type of content, and I got 5 minutes to watch this stream or video.
Yeah.
And I turn on one stream and it's a little choppy or it freezes or whatever the problem may be, and I turn on this stream and it's perfect and it plays smooth, and I'm going to watch the stream that plays smooth. And in my head, I registered that this one is kind of messed up. I like this guy, but this one is kind of messed up. I also like this guy, and everything plays beautifully. I'm going to gravitate towards that subconsciously.
Okay, wait, you said choppy.
You'll just subconsciously make...
What you mean choppy?
Right.
You mean like internet connections acting up?
No, I mean like at 30 streaming a 30 FPS game versus streaming a 60 FPS game, the quality is off because it goes through compression to stream.
Right,
so the higher the frame rate, the smoother the experience for the person watching the stream.
Look, we're gonna see. We're gonna see when Destiny 2 drops. We're gonna see what really happens. But yeah, it's a shame that console gamers
Y'all got off.
are
Look, y'all just went off topic.
no,
With
no.
that,
We
no,
look,
no, no.
look.
Listen, listen. No, listen,
Yeah,
no,
go ahead,
look,
go
look. I'm
ahead, go
talking
ahead, go ahead.
about my thing. What I wanted to ask him, no, because he said it'll run automatically on Scorpio. You said what you say? You said something about it'll automatically run on it instead of them working on it like they do Pro.
Yeah, the Pro, in order to code for Pro enhancements, you like even with boost mode, you have to for the specific Pro architecture. And I'm not talking about like x86. I'm talking about like you have to code for the hardware inside the Pro because the software does not brute force use the hardware to enhance things.
Hold on, wait though. Don't
So
ain't
you,
don't
so
you
you tell
won't
wait,
do
wait,
that?
wait, 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 hold on real quick.
Why?
So you telling me if I put Rise Center Rome in the Xbox Scorpio, it'll run better.
Correct.
That was made specifically for the Xbox One original.
Correct.
You telling me that it'll run Rise better on Scorpio?
Correct.
This don't make sense.
No, that makes sense, Fresh, because like, listen, like all it's gonna do is use the
Just
extra
like Digital
power of the
Foundry
Scorpio.
said-
It's like
Right,
boost mode, basically.
right.
Like boost mode. It's
does-
gonna be boost mode all the time.
Yeah, it's just built. It's just like PCs. They built it with their PC framework in mind, which is if I have a graphics card and a chip, and it can output a certain thing with a low level chip. If I put in a stronger graphics card and a stronger chip, that game will just run better. I didn't have to change any of the
Hold up, some
graphical.
problems
I
might
didn't have
happen.
to change any of the
Some
settings.
problems. Hold up, though. Hold up.
This
Some
gonna be my
problems might
bridge. This
happen
gonna be the
though,
bridge gap.
because
Go ahead.
some games are not made to. Like boost mode actually lets you know in the warning. Some games might actually act up. Like there
right,
might
and
be
that's
some
because-
unknown problems.
That's because the way Sony tried to do it is they made the hardware and then they tried to make a software patch that will encode what's being played
Yeah.
and then add it into the hardware spec of the system and then display it. What Microsoft did was they took the software that's being played and all the engines and all that, and they hard coded that into the system so that the system already knows how to optimize those things by itself. The system knows it, and then the software will just automatically update it, just like the analogy I was making just now. If I take the same exact hardware, if I take the same chip, same CPU, same GPU, and I'm playing a game, and then I don't change my motherboard, but I change the CPU and GPU, the game will automatically play better because the chips are stronger.
Okay.
Microsoft employed that when they were designing Scorpio, where Sony designed the opposite way, which is why it took so long for them to get out of boost mode, because they had to find a software code that would extrapolate the data, use the hardware that it has, and then push out a stronger version.
Hold up. So you telling me?
You get what I'm saying?
Okay. I see what you're saying. So, what? Okay. So backward compatibility. It's not on PS4, of course. I don't know how this works. So it's like, how does that work on the Xbox One? Does games from Xbox, the backward compatibility feature on there? Does games like Mass Effect on Xbox 360, does it perform better on Xbox One?
Usually. Yeah, Xbox One, the way Xbox One does the emulation is more akin to how PS4 Pro does their boost mode.
Okay, look.
Okay.
All right, let me say this because this is like a good segue.
I just wanted to make sure.
Look.
Like the PS4 Pro adopted something that Microsoft learned earlier through their backward compatibility thing, because a lot of those games work a little better.
Okay.
So they adopted it, and then they just flipped it so that the hardware would do it rather than software
this
having
goes
to do
into the next topic. Actually, this is like a good segue to move into the next topic, and it ends with a question mark. But I'm gonna time gate this at 54:40. Let's just say 54:40. 54:40. 54:40. And this is the last topic of Gaming Talk 31S. But write in the comment section, what do you think those 3 games I named are coming out this year? That's Crackdown 3, State of Decay 2, and Cuphead.
Oh, what about We Happy Few? You got that?
Look, I just had 3. Okay,
Okay.
we got to move on. But anyway,
Still exclusive.
the last topic, and we were just talking about how PS4 Pro has boost mode, and they just implemented it, and they were trying to find a way to make the PS4 Pro a little bit better than it already is. And this is it. True PS4 Pro support will come after Project Scorpio reveal this E3 2017 question mark. Now I'm gonna start off with you, Mash. Like, okay, we got games like The Surge, which has 1080p 60 frames per second mode, as well as I think it says 1660p natively, whatever it says
4K.
at 30. No, not 4K, but definitely higher resolution than 1080p, right? Anyway, that for The Surge, and then in the beginning we had got Tomb Raider. All right, Tomb Raider had amazing PS4 Pro patch, and we all thought this was going to be normal for the Pro. And then even Niho had an amazing patch for the Pro, and Sony said it just takes it don't take too long to do a Pro update or whatever. Sony said that, but at the end of the day, I'm not a developer to say Sony you're wrong or Sony you're right. But at the end of the day, when Project Scorpio comes out, when it's like you're saying, it's doing all this stuff without patches. It's just bringing games to their best potential without even trying, basically. And that's out of old games or new games that are Scorpio ready. You know what I mean? When I mean are Scorpio ready, they have those resolutions ready for the game. Because remember, Mafia 3 came out and it wasn't even PC ready. Like it had a capped frame rate, I believe, at 30. But anyway, if it's Scorpio ready, if the game is Scorpio ready, it's just gonna handle it, right? When games are coming out left and right, let's just say Shadow of War, Shadow of War, and I'll bring in Prey too. But anyway, Shadow of War comes out native 4K on the Scorpio.
What you gonna bring in Prey for?
Okay, Shadow of Mordor on a Pro, mind you, Maz, has a mode to have a better frame rate, and then it has a mode to have better, like, I guess, graphical quality. You know what I mean? Like, it's like 30, but whatever. Do you think we'll see more of what Square Enix did? Is Square Enix did the thing with Tomb Raider? That was Square Enix. No. What was that?
No,
Crystal Dynamics.
Crystal Dynamics, yes. Crystal Dynamics, right? Do you think we're going to see more pro support like that when Scorpio come out? At least being pushed by Sony, of course, right? Because Scorpio is going to do it by himself without no problem.
I think that's the problem we're going to run into is that since Scorpio does it and it doesn't require developers to do any extra work, that's the issue that Sony is having now, is that it requires developers to do extra work.
Yeah.
What needs to happen is Sony just needs to refine boost mode to work more akin to just using the baseline properties of the PS4 to boost games going forward, so that developers aren't necessarily having to design for a PS4 Pro, because essentially what they're having to do, which I think they should do it just because it would better show off their games, especially to the PlayStation audience, they should design for a Pro mode. But since the Pro is not the main source, right, and it's not the main source of PlayStation gamers, I don't think they see it as a big enough audience to design specifically for. And so that's why we're not getting a bunch of games with the Pro patch, because they're designing for the PS4, and the Pro will just do what it's supposed to do. And because it's just like the same reason they don't design to a bunch of PC specs. They do a minimum spec and a recommended spec. but they're only really designing to those things, and everything in between is on you. And I think PS4 Pro not being able to do it by itself is what is causing us to not get a bunch of PS4 Pro patches. I
Wait, do
think
you
all
think
the
it's gonna?
games, I think
You
all
think
the
it's gonna
games
blend into that though?
No, I think all the games that Sony has like a marketing deal for, you'll start to see more PS4 Pro enhancements. But any game that's just a multi-plat or and outside of that purview, I don't think you will, just because, and especially any game that's like super small, you won't see too many of them because it requires money and time, and a lot of these companies have to put these games out in order to recoup
Yeah.
what it cost them to make. And I think that's the problem that Sony is running into. That's why I think Microsoft did it the better way.
Yeah.
And I thought the Pro was going to do it this way too. But Microsoft did the better way where it just does it and no one has to do extra work. Because the more work you make, the more money it costs the development team and the publisher, and you don't ever want them to have to spend more money to try to make this one thing on your one platform work better when they can just put it out. It works well, even though it could work better.
Yeah.
If it works well, then they're just gonna settle for works well.
Hashtag
You might
like
get
everybody.
a pro patch. You might get a pro patch down the line, but they want to make sure that it works well on across the board, and then they put out a game that you can play and everybody buys.
Yeah.
If it has a pro patch, in all reality, it makes pro people want it more, but everybody else is like, I don't care. I don't have a pro. And that's why I think the problem that Sony is having with not getting these PS4 Pro patches. I don't think that's going to change for a couple years. Like in a couple years, when the Pro is the main PS4 console, then you'll start to see those things as a regularity. Until that happens, while we're in this change where the older PS4 Pro or PS4 and Xbox One exists, it's just not going to happen. That's why Microsoft did it the better way. And I thought until they make boost mode do it by itself, we're going to run into this problem.
Yes. All right, I want to say two things first. So you're basically saying Sony should have just stuck with their PS4 and just kept selling, huh? And forgot about the Pro.
No, the Pro in all reality, I think they really put out for VR. I think
you're right. I think you're right.
I don't think it was meant to be like a consumer super boost. I just think they wanted to make sure that VR worked well. And they put out
I believe that too.
To make sure that
ain't no difference. Ain't no difference with the VR.
No, it's a slight difference, but not a big difference. I agree with you if you say slight.
Stability is the difference. The stability, like you're not seeing like a super boost in performance, but the games on PS4 Pro are stable, and VR needs stability. That's what makes people sick. That's what draws people off of VR as a whole. Is the jitteriness hurts.
To be honest, I think Sony shouldn't have came out with PSVR either. They should have just came out with games and said, "Hey, PS4, have fun, guys."
Well, they wanted to get on the medium before it blew up, just in case.
Well, it looked like it blew up in there.
It's good or bad.
Stop.
Well, we'll see if it with
it's gonna be great.
With the Vive being wireless, and once we get to the point where these headsets are wireless and cheaper, that's when VR will take off. As of right now, like they keep you attached to a certain thing or console or whatever. The wires throw people off. The space required throws people off, and the fact that they cost so much. Like the fact that it costs more than a PS4,
right?
And as much as a PS4 Pro, because you can even find a PS4 Pro for like $350 if you want one, and you get a PSVR for $400, maybe $350. Like the fact that it costs as much as the system is throwing people off. On PC is not so much an issue because the people who are willing to spend that amount of money on a peripheral on PC already spent that amount of money on their system plus. So
I'll say
it
this,
doesn't
Mass. I'll say this about
change anything.
boost mode or PS4 Pro getting support after E3. I think Sony should definitely make sure all their games at least have options like Neo, options like Tomb Raider. Like, Sony has a lot of exclusives coming. And it will be smart for them, and this is a big mistake, that Horizon doesn't even have that. Like, now, what will Horizon have, right? Would it have a unlocked frame rate at, what Horizon should have? Horizon should have, I guess you could say a target at 60, but have dynamic resolution. That would be an interesting setting.
I'll even say, yeah, dynamic resolution or 900p.
All right, this is no good thing. Y'all had to see that.
See what? 900p, 900p, 60?
No. Something that happened on Injustice 2. I got Injustice 2 in the background. Speaking of PS4 Pro update, this thing got HDR on the Pro, but it's a little bit sad what Poison Ivy just did. I don't condone that. Look.
No, don't say it.
Should keep herself to herself, man. K-Dub know what I'm talking about. Poison Ivy, a little bit sad. Anyway, but K-Dub, you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, look. First, you think PS4 Pro gonna get better once Scorpio's out, or do you think it's gonna be the same old, where some games use it, some games don't?
No, it's gonna get better after Scorpio come out. They don't want to, even though Scorpio's already coming out now. It's too late to go back to the drawing board. I mean, in my opinion, I don't know what they doing at that studio, what they doing in production as far as the Scorpio. But my thing is, yeah, it will get better after the consoles come out. That's how it always is. It's always like that. Like for some odd reason, they just get better. Oh, we're stronger now. I found more power. No, and just because that system came out, you just found it. Now you found it. That's how it always goes. So yeah, it will.
You think it will?
Yeah.
I'll find it very interesting. Like, look, this whole thing, this generation has been, Xbox 900p. In the beginning, it used to be 720p. That used to be a thing for Xbox, and now the Xbox One is straight up 900p console, but it does 1080p on games also. Like Grand Theft Auto 5, I believe, is native 1080p on Scorpio, and that's a big old game. So going back to what I said about, it's all about the developer. It really is all about the developer. But anyway, Scorpio is going to be native 4K. When the PS4 Pro in that same game, we're all guessing 1440p are, something that's not native 4K, but upscale to it. But that's going to be the talk, and that's why the whole PS5, that's why that conversation started. My friend of the show, Unclear Pixel, was talking about how Sony should have released a Slim, okay, fine, but after Scorpio come out, then release a 5. And would that have been great? Would that have been smart for Sony? Sony putting out the Pro, I think the Pro is selling okay, but not nowhere near the PlayStation 4 Slim, right? But like, if they had saved the Pro and just released a 5 next year, obviously, then it'll be an arms race on who's going to be the strongest. And I truly believe we're going to eventually get to a place where every 3 years we're going to get some type of console iteration, and not even an iteration as in smaller or skinnier. I'm talking about stronger. Because remember, back in the day, we got a lot of console iterations, but none of them were literally running games better than the others as far as the technical level. Xbox started it off, and now it's Pro, and now it's going to be Scorpio, and 5, if they announce it this year, will be just that. We're going to get to a place or a point when these consoles are coming out every 2-3 years. All I got to say is, look, that's going to keep people where they are. Like, if you're an Xbox gamer buying Xbox games, you're going to stay on Xbox. Just like Apple guys staying on Apple, and, Android guys are staying on Android. You know what I mean? Like, your stronger iPhone's coming next year. Just wait. Oh, okay, don't need to leave us. Just wait. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a little bit sad, but you know,
Oh, why you say that?
look. I'm just saying the facts, man. Look, it's gonna get to that point when all these consoles are literally coming out like that, and
Well, you
Microsoft and
gonna lose
Sony
money.
chasing power, man. And look, I always said this: consoles shouldn't chase power because me and Fresh talked about this on our last gaming talk. Let me say this episode. We were talking about how casuals don't care about And look, man, if you want to chase power, go to PC because that's an upgradable platform. You can upgrade that place. You know, what I mean, you can run at all the P's you want if your wallet can take it. So at the end of the day, you know, what I mean, like, yeah, man,
Look,
it's PS4 Pro. If it gets better after Scorpio, that's gonna be interesting. But it should be better now. Like all games should be doing what the Surge and everybody else doing. A little bit sad they're not.
they just probably a little lazy right now. That's all.
Like Mastalin said, it's extra work, and it's a little bit sad because you know we bought these consoles. Why? Because we like tech. We hardcore gamers. We buy the next best thing, and we hardcore console gamers. So this is our preferred platform to play it on. Lord knows
Right.
if we were on a PC, we probably would have bought our normal PS4, our normal Xbox Ones, and saw Scorpio and said, That's saw Pro and said that too. Well, see that's a different conversation because I'd said this in a video saying exclusives are important, but we're not going to revisit that. But anyway, I think we did it. I think we did good. Hold up. If Scorpio fails, here K Dub, put 2 questions in the chat box. We'll answer it and then we'll close off the show. If Scorpio fails, hypocrisy? Is that what he's saying? Of course, will Microsoft hypothetically? Okay. Will Microsoft be in it for the long haul? If Scorpio fails, will Microsoft be in it for the long haul? What you mean by that? You mean like making Xbox? Because Microsoft gonna stay Microsoft until Jesus come back. But
He's saying after the long haul, if it don't work out, is that what he mean?
According to what Satya said at the Microsoft Build Conference, Xbox is an integral part of their business because it provides public space for Microsoft to the general population. So, as far as what he told to us investors,
in video game business,
he said, right, he said that Xbox is a core pillar of Microsoft going forward because they provide the in-home recognition from the general public. So,
excuse me, sorry
I
about
think even if the Scorpio, I don't know what they would qualify as failing, but even if it doesn't perform like they want it to, that it'll maintain, they'll maintain Xbox because, like I said, it provides them a push within the public space.
I'll say this. If Scorpio fails, they should just do what freaking Bill Gates was trying to do in the beginning. Put Windows in your living room. Like 8-Bit was saying what Scorpio should do. Basically be a PC. And I loved his pitch for that version of Scorpio because being able to play all the PC games, and I said this in Gaming Talk, let me say this too with Fresh. Like, if Xbox was getting all PC games, I wouldn't be tripping. PC is eating up all Xbox games, and if you could play Star Citizen and Sims 3 on Xbox, like basically putting Windows in your living room like Bill Gates wanted in the beginning, they should go that route because that will be so appealing. I don't care if PS10 comes out with 600 teraflops. Being able to play those games like Sims 3 and other PC exclusives, you know what I mean? Like only on the computer. Like that would be more appealing than anything in my opinion. Like seriously, like man, that would be amazing. Fresh, what you say about playing Sims 3 on Xbox?
Here's the problem with everything.
Sims 4.
Here's the problem with everything that you just said. Mm-hmm. That if they turn the Xbox into a PC, then you just buy a PC. Because the problem with turning an Xbox into a PC is now you have to deal with all the overhead that a PC has of external, operating systems, the minimum requirements, like
I'll let you break it up.
for a lot of these games, like you have to deal with a lot of the extracurriculars of a PC,
Well, this is
as
different
opposed to
though.
a console being a direct API for
Did you
gaming.
see 8-Bit's suggestion? Because he said it'll be half and half, Xbox and PC. You like I was
No,
thinking maybe a button press, you'll go to the PC side, just like Boot Camp on Mac.
right, but then that just makes it a
Hold up, you breaking up.
PC, and like I said, the overhead, you no longer get the performance ratios of consoles to their PC counterparts if you make it a PC that does PC things. At that point in time,
No,
you
what
might
I'm
as well
telling
just
you
buy
is it'll
a
be
laptop.
two things. It'll do two
No,
things.
it
It'll
won't
be
be
an
two,
Xbox.
right. You're splitting the power. That's what I'm saying. Then it just becomes a weak PC and a
No,
weak
you're
game
not splitting the
console.
power, really. It'll
Yes, you
be
are.
designed in a way like Boot Camp in Mac. You know what I mean? Mac got Boot Camp. You could have Windows and also have Mac as a OS you know what I'm saying? Like Xbox will be able to play Sunset Overdrive and play Sims 4. PC can't play Sunset Overdrive. You know what I mean? And I said it in my video. We need more games on Xbox that is like that. But what I'm saying is like if it turns on as an Xbox
Sega is
out
not
the gate.
Microsoft. Like
Say it again?
Sega, I'm talking about K-Dub. He said Sega said the same thing at one time. Sega's not Microsoft. Like Sega was a video game company who tried to push out too many things too fast, and they didn't have the capital to back it up. Microsoft is trying to compete with Apple, so in order for them to ensure that everything about their Windows platform is in as many places as possible, Xbox is a vehicle to do that.
Man, Microsoft's trying to
So
compete with everybody.
it's the same as when you have an iPhone, you start getting everything on your iPhone, in iTunes and all that. It's hard to switch over to Android. That analogy that Raw was talking about earlier. So you buy more things in the Apple family. Now you buy an iPad because it connects to all your iTunes stuff. You buy a MacBook because it connects to all your, iTunes stuff. It puts you in that ecosystem. Microsoft wants to do that same thing with you got Windows, and it puts you into a certain ecosystem and puts you in
Mastalin, you breaking up.
ecosystem.
Oh no.
With X,
Sorry, everybody.
you got those, and
My
they
bad.
want to put you in that ecosystem of
Hey, Fresh, you hear this?
Yeah.
that kind of,
What you hear him say, Fresh?
I
needed you to say it in this one because it was one episode where Mastalin did the same thing and you said I hear him say and you said what you just said and 8-Bit just cracking up. But look, let me say this at the end of the day, I look. Thank you, K-Dub, for watching this stream and being with us, homie. Your questions were entertaining subjects. Some of them actually kind of could have fit in their own video.
over.
Oh
I
no,
think
Mastalin, you are breaking up. I'm not joking with you here. Like I'm telling you, you breaking up. I don't know why. You see, he got to move up to pro, bro. Go downstairs and do this. But yo,
Wait, he on the original PS4?
he on the regular PS4 because his pro in the corner getting dusty. Keeping the house up as a beam.
What, don't care about?
Yeah. Use it as a frisbee when a dog gets playful. Anyway, got some big pit bull teeth marks in it. No, but anyway, look.
Y'all funny, man.
Well, look at that. Look. We're gonna do this next week. Stay tuned for Gaming Talk 32. But yo, guys, I think we reached the end of Gaming Talk. We discussed some good topics. We had some good talking. Shame. A little bit sad, K-Dub. I know, right? Oh, anyway, guys, we're gonna do our outros now. And guys listening to us on iTunes and stuff like that, we are live on my channel, gamingfordays.raw. We respond to comments in our stream box. It's right there. You could be on the show saying questions and stuff like that. Please consider following us there, iTunes. In the description, you can find us there, man. I already put everything in there, yo. No excuse. Anyway, though, we're going to wrap it up. That's all she wrote. But we're going to go to Mastalin first to sign off. Mas, tell the people where they can find you. Say bye to the people.
You can find me on YouTube at The Real Mastalin, on Twitter at The Real Mastalin, and beam.pro/TheRealMastalin. I do daily streams. I do daily YouTube videos, also gaming news and other things. So come check me out there. I appreciate y'all for rocking with us. I appreciate y'all for coming back. I appreciate y'all for being in the comment section. K-Dub acting crazy.
Ooh.
The rest of y'all acting up. I want y'all to real quick throw that trident at that like button. Hit it one time.
Injustice reference.
And love y'all like some play cousins. We out, man.
I'm done. He was looking at my stream. Mastalin OG. Anyway, though, thank you, Mas. That's my dude, Mas. In the comment section, hashtag like for The Real Mastalin, and also subscribe to him in the description. Fresh, you're next. Say bye to the people.
It's your boy PrinceThaGamer signing out. Like Mastalin said, hit that like button. Shout out to K-Bug in the comment section. We appreciate your questions and just being there, tuning in. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, dislike, do whatever you got. Well, I'm not gonna say it on his channel. You can do whatever my video. Oh yeah, the Xbox Scorpio name predictions is coming out tonight, so stay tuned for that. Got some good names. What?
Part 4? No, part 4 or
part 3.
Oh, okay.
Part 3. But yeah, stay tuned for that. And my gamer tag is XXFreshPrince33. Y'all trying to get whooped in Injustice? Let's go. So I'll be there all night.
All night, baby. I'm gonna do Injustice. I'm gonna play some Injustice too. I didn't even need to say TOO, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna play it too.
Oh, yeah, this is a good game, man. I really like it. It's fun.
It's on Prince. God bless you, K-Dub. Mastalin and Prince. All right, that's PrinceThaGamer in the description. Find him and support him. But yeah, that's all she wrote. Remember, we do this every week on Thursdays, it seems. So yeah, stay tuned to my Twitter. That's RawWilson1 on Twitter. So if anything happens, you can find out through that. But yes, like I said, that's all she wrote. This has been Raw, coming at you raw.
Peace.
Well, Blue Beetle on the screen, Fresh. That's our dude.
Yes.
If y'all listening to it on iTunes, we are streaming also Injustice 2 in the background. So yeah, y'all should really tune into our streams. It'd be on point. Yes.